And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On play action, Lawrence.
To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice week.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Saints! De'Ami Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender
All over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive...
And it'll be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 36,
Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
60 out more. You get blocked, man. You get blocked.
On first down, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he hauls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Looking deep downfield. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A touchdown, the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking downfield for Godwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run. It's Carter. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ethan Carter, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time, it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this pass
it's broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw here on 1st. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
after the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This is Harris. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Able to find Jones, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He's back to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
It's a squibber that gets all the way inside the 10 anyway. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a first throw here in overtime. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll look to throw again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
He's got it. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'll try to run with Harris. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try and run with Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.